This is going to be the short one. I told you 5 stories from the coordinates of the wonders, like travel blog stories. The sixth one is about the expensive destinations. And I fucking freak out when you tell me Dubrovnik is expensive, Venice is expensive, Singapore is expensive. Like, maybe you are just poor. I know how to explain it, but you know where you are going and how much money you can spend and what's your budget and so on. So there's no expensive destination because it depends where we go and where we come from. So the expensive destinations, pretty much I watch every time on news, people complaining, and I'm so intrigued by it. So usually TV at my home is something which I don't watch. It just makes the noise, so I can pretend that somebody is at home. It more watches me than I watch her. But expensive destinations, channel Croatian TV, second program, and I'm listening to the same shit all over again. So I wrote that down. I thought about it, and I was like, how perspective can be totally different. What's the expensive food? Where is the expensive restaurant? How much you pay for the flight, and what do you think how much the flight has to cost? And then it's different prism, because it's experience, it's travel. So I never watched it through the money. What was expensive? Was it worth it or something else? You have typical tourist traps, but it's your own fault if you haven't read about it. But the things after the travel, they are forever. I remember my smiles when I remember all the details from my travels. It's a pity I can't remember so many details, especially if it took me 20 years to write this book. But I filtered probably the best ones. Actually, my brain did that. And the stories I've been telling to my friends and encouraging them to go traveling. I heard that Thailand is expensive, and I was like, what's wrong with you? Like Thailand, Southeast Asia. Maybe it's the expensive in Southeast Asia, but are you fucking stupid? Like Thailand can't be expensive destination. Like you should travel to US, European countries, like Scandinavian countries. Then we can talk about some expensive things, But nothing can justify that Thailand is expensive. So I listen to all the shits of my friends. And, it's very hard to explain to the people who are not travelers. They're like typical tourists, take a photo, put it on Instagram. Pretty much I hate that. So water doesn't cost same at the airport than like in a shopping mall, like in Costco. So pretty much it's location, location, and location. Like my hometown, Dubrovnik, is famous because of Game of Thrones. So what? It can't be for free. At the end of the travels, there's always the $1 million view. From the left side of the plane, I'm coming back home to my city, to Dubrovnik, and I always get that wow effect. For that wow effect, nobody can pay that.